Okay, this is just weird. It comes from Stephen A. Smith, but there's further evidence, I suppose. Report Kawhi Leonard may not be enamored with the idea of playing with LeBron James. He says it's not the player or the person, it's the paparazzi-like atmosphere he will ultimately create in LA. Paparazzi atmosphere LeBron would create in LA. Like LA isn't already a paparazzi atmosphere? You want to go to paparazzi town? What do people think when they think paparazzi? They think LA. And Kawhi wants to go to paparazzi town, but he doesn't want paparazzi and he doesn't want LeBron James because all of a sudden people might watch the Lakers on TV. Kawhi ain't built that way. That's for sure. See, he's getting cold feet already, guys. He's getting cold feet already. Now, we had another report that Kawhi Leonard had talked to LeBron James and that Kawhi Leonard said that how much he wants to play with LeBron James. Okay? And LeBron James said, yeah, and your defense would be really good too. And, you know, and so, but anyway, guys, Brian Windhorst just tweeted out that he said, I have been assured that LeBron and Kawhi have not spoken in months. You know, so obviously, see, this is Schultz, and this guy's always given bad info, even worse than Stephen A. Smith. Okay? This guy's always known for bad info, just to get his name in the press and to get on the TV shows. He says, a source close to LeBron tells me that Kawhi Leonard reached out to James, telling him he very much wanted to play together. They spoke about Kawhi's lockdown defensive ability, you know, but Brian Windhorst, who's basically attached to LeBron's side, has said that he has been assured that LeBron and Kawhi have not spoken in months. So this guy Schultz, he says a source close to LeBron. That could be any player in the NBA. It could be any, you know, it could be any person from the state of Ohio as far as I'm concerned. And, you know, it never did make sense with Kawhi saying he's not comfortable being the star of the Spurs, but he's not comfortable speaking to the media. He hasn't spoken to the media in months, and yet he demands to go to the Lakers? Does that make any sense at all? You know, it never did, and it's probably like one of those things to Kawhi that sounded great in theory. You know how some things just sound great in theory? And then once it comes right down to it, it's like, oh, hell no. I can't do that. I just like the idea of that. I don't have the guts for that. I'm not made like that. You know? Kind of like hunting for tigers or something like that. Might sound cool. And then you get out in the jungle and it's like, oh, hell no. I don't want to hunt for tigers. I don't want to walk around the jungle hunting for tigers. You know, make your own analogy, right? Skydiving. People think, oh, it'd be great to go skydiving, right? Then they get up in the plane and it's like, oh, hell no. That was a really bad idea. I'm not jumping out of this plane. Or they do jump out of the plane and they say, I'm never doing that again. I wish I never did that. I totally regret that. And it screwed me all up mentally. Now I'm going to have nightmares about jumping out of planes. And that's exactly what's going to happen with Kawhi. He's going to get to LA. He's going to be traded there. And, you know, Magic Johnson's the type to ignore all the warnings, just like he ignored all the LeVar Ball, even Lonzo Ball warnings. He's exactly the type to trade half his franchise for Kawhi Leonard. And then come to find out that Kawhi can't even deal with LA at all. And that within 2 months of him getting there, he's just waiting for the year to end so he can flee, so he can get out of LA, because he was never built for LA, just like Carl Crawford wasn't built for Boston Red Sox. Just like a lot of players, athletes, are not built. Darren Williams in New York City with the Nets, he was not built for it. It was never supposed to happen. So whether these guys, you know, whether Kawhi likes the idea of playing in LA or not, even if LeBron didn't go there and Kawhi got traded there, it would still be too much. You know, LeBron is too much because of the circus atmosphere. But I thought in San Antonio that you didn't like being the big star and you wanted to be the second fiddle, so someone else would take all the attention. You think as a top 5 player, Kawhi, you can be the second best player on a team and it's not going to get crazy media attention with 2 top 5 players in the NBA? So it's just one more piece of evidence in my mind, and that's just Stephen A. Smith speculation. But if Kawhi really did want to play with LeBron and there wasn't a kernel of truth to that, Kawhi and LeBron would have been on the phone already, talking it out, especially with LeBron pushing for this trade with the Lakers. So it's very, very, very suspicious. And even if there's nothing factually true about that Stephen A. Smith story, that Kawhi doesn't want to play with LeBron, we know exactly for sure that as soon as he gets to LA, he is going to have a visceral nervous system reaction. It's going to be way too much for him, even though he loves the idea. Just like he loves the idea of being as charismatic as Kyrie Irving and selling lots of shoes and getting $15 million a year or something, and probably starring in his own movies. Maybe like a horror movie, The Wooden Man or something like that, or The Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz, the Tin Man, you know? Yeah, the Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz. Anyway, guys, I don't think Magic Johnson is smart enough to pick up all those vibrations in the universe that say that Kawhi is going to have a nervous breakdown within 3 months of going to LA. And with 1 year guaranteed on his contract, 1 year to get sick of the media limelight, 1 year to get sick of the paparazzi and the LA media, that dude is going to bounce. And his beloved home team, the Lakers, and all of their fans are going to resent Kawhi Leonard for the rest of his life. This dude didn't know how good he had it with the Spurs. Hiding out, protected by Pop, even able to sit out when he's truly injured, willing to give him $220 million. And I think a whole lot of this comes down to the fact that Kawhi Leonard last summer and his uncle, they were watching LeVar Ball running his mouth and getting all this media attention last summer. And they thought, oh man, we want to be more like that. The uncle's like, I want to be like LeVar. And Kawhi's like, I want to be like Lonzo. Lonzo's got his own shoe. Jordan Brand isn't giving me my own shoe. And Kawhi probably honestly thought that Big Baller Brand was going to be a big success. You know? He probably thought Big Baller Brand was going to be worth $1 billion this summer or something like that. And I think that's what this comes down to, is they were hugely motivated by all the attention that LeVar was getting and creating for Lonzo Ball. And they're from the exact same area of South Los Angeles that LeVar is from, so it's that same mentality. And it just doesn't make for good business sense. All right, guys, let me know what you think, but I think Magic would be really, really dumb to trade for Kawhi, and we would all, in retrospect, pretend that we saw it coming. Pretend that we knew that Kawhi was never going to be able to handle the Hollywood lights. But only a few of us actually saw it before it happened. All right, guys, I'll see you.